Hi and welcome everyone here on And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. They're still in the bottom third of the league, but see a little bump up in the rankings.
And checking out the Grizzlies, they finally found some answers to their early season woes. I like the way they're playing right now. Suddenly, there's optimism surrounding this team.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Pip Hamilton out there with Rondo. It's Garnett, then it's Baylor, and it's Cowens in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Memphis, they've got Olajuwon. Dumars is out there with Parker. And there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Hill in at the small forward. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. And so it's Minnesota with it. Hamilton the pass to Rondo. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Cowens. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And Rondo is a problem in that pick and roll, picking the defense apart with his passing.
Aldridge the pass to Dumars. And here's Hill for 3. Good on the triple.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
So it's Minnesota now, after Grant Hill just hit the 3. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Shoot 2.
he makes the first. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things. Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Poked away. Now, here's Dumas. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Parker finds Olajuwon. Bounce pass, Aldridge. Memphis moving it around. Olajuwon, no luck.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And Garnett misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser, too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And Minnesota has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Hamilton kicks to Rondo. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, how about the speed of Rondo there? Just terrific at getting in the lane and finishing at the rim.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history. Dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals. One of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Minnesota on D. Outside Hill. Pass to Dumars. Here's Olajuwon. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there. Almost automatic.
Garnett outside. Hamilton kicks to Baylor. Drills the three-pointer.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Kings. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Cowens with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Now, here is Olajuwon. It's back to Hill. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Hill. 5 to shoot. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Hill.
And guys, if you let Aldridge get inside with the ball, you've already lost. I mean, he's too big, too strong, too skilled.
Here's Hamilton. Hasn't made one yet. Rondo is screen on Dumars. No good from Hamilton. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Second is Tony Parker.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Utah Jazz. Hamilton outside, and Garnett has it in the corner. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Olajuwon. And it's Hill penetrating. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Garnett. Another miss by Minnesota.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brad Daugherty is checked in for Elijah Wan. Cummings comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Stockton subbed in for Tony Parker. And a change for the Timberwolves. Beal's checked in for Hamilton. And both free throws good from Garnett. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 3. Daugherty with the screen on Beal. Here's Dumars. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Now here's Rondo. Garnett outside. Pass to Beal. There's the triple. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist.
No hesitation whatsoever. I just love how Beal makes that decision quickly to shoot off the catch.
Here's Dumars. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Collins. And here is Beal. Takes a 3. Outside for Rondo. Board. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Hill. Outside Dumars. Pass to Cummings. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Garnett. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history, and they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
1:19 left to play here in the first. Rondo passes to Collins. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Daugherty. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Rondo passes to Collins. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Hill with it. Now Garnett defending. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Shooting over Cummings. Here's Baylor. That's tipped.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Hill. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Garnett. Great D that time from Cummings.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Stockton looking around. Cummings' shot is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Puts up a deep three. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
On the court for Minnesota, McGuire is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first free throw is good. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Olajuwon's checked in. Now, here is Aguirre. Last time out, he had 13 points. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And just a difficult cover. Aguirre's a great ball handler, and at 6'5", he's got deceptive speed. He can work you inside and out.
And free throw good from Aguirre. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Aldridge. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Barnes passes to Aguirre. Chalk up 2 there.
Assistant, Scotty Barnes.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Tony Parker is checked in for John Stockton.
Number 9, Tony Parker.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. 6 on the shot clock. Wilkes. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Goes back up. And Aldridge with the layup. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Love this intensity from Aldridge on the offensive glass. That's what he is out there to do.
Aguirre against Aldridge. And the dunk by Aguirre.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Memphis. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Grizzlies fourth.
You can tell by watching them how much they enjoy playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
Aldridge against Aguirre. Kick out to Hamilton. From downtown, Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wilkes the pass to Parker. And here is Aldridge. Olajuwon. Aguirre covering. Olajuwon can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Hamilton the pass to Aguirre. Nobody near Barnes. That's in there, coming off the assist from Aguirre. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside, Hero. And the rejection by Claxton. Aguirre with it. He's picked up by Parker. A 3 from Barnes. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Olajuwon finds Parker. And that one, good.
And that's just an all-star caliber move off the dribble by Parker that ultimately creates the shot. His quickness with the ball really nearly unparalleled.
Now here is Hamilton. Still without a basket. Barnes outside. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Parker. The Grizzlies shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Back to Aldridge. Pass to Olajuwon. Now, here's Aldridge. Wide open. And he gets the jumper to drop. Now, just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
That mid-range, Jay, just no problem for a big man like LaMarcus Aldridge. Really, he has patented that jump shot.
Here's Skiles. And the shot goes in from Aguirre.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Parker passes to Aldridge. And stolen by Hamilton. Barnes can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Parker, right side. They get it back. Aldridge, off target at the rim. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Skiles. And here is Barnes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beal's checked in. Here's Skiles. 5 on the clock. A 3 from Barnes. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
It was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Stockton's checked in for the Grizzlies.
One side.
Dan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into like what players have learned. It's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Now, here is Aguirre, following the miss by John Stockton.
Here's a look at some stats for Scotty Barnes. He's coming off an excellent season. Around 20 points per game last season, 8 rebounds and 6 assists.